What's your take on him?
Well, I like I said, I already, I kind of said what I thought about remakes, like you said last week, and I still stand by it, and I agree completely with you. You have to kind of give your own little twist on it and do your own version in a sense of it. Because if you just completely try to do a copy and paste, it's not going to work at all. So I completely agree with you on that. And sequels, I mean, some of them can do it very well. I feel like Top Gun Maverick did it well. Maybe it's in a like. I'm not saying that they're good movies, but they I feel like they captured the vibe and they didn't completely. In some cases, they destroy some older characters to make way for some new characters, which I don't like. Star Wars, but anyways. I don't feel like that's the way to do it, obviously.
No.
So it could be good, could be bad, but I feel like sequels tend to be better than the remakes in general.
Yeah. And I think we should separate Star Wars and not talk about it, because I think we have to have an episode only on that, because I have a lot to say. Personally, I have a lot to say.
Me too.
Because I am your father. Right, so moving on.
I'm trying to think of sequels that I like of 80s movies. You know which one I like, but I feel like it's more of the younger me that liked it? I really liked the Indiana Jones movie that came out in like the 2010s. I really liked that one. Probably if I watched it again and I saw it in a grand scheme of things, I'd probably be like, oof, it's probably not that good.
No, it's fine. That's
the
one
Crystal
with Kate.
Skull?
Yeah, the one with Kate Blanchett. That was all right. It wasn't like fireworks, but it was fine.
I think so.
But they've had another one come out, no? There's now that
yeah, the Dial of Destiny or something like that.
Yeah, that I haven't seen. I'm not sure I want to watch Harrison Ford in his 80s.
I went to watch it in the cinema, but honestly, I have no recollection of it. So, yeah, wow. I don't remember any of it at all, so that could
say a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a good series of sequels, for instance. I mean, a lot of them were in the 80s, right? But I think the whole Indiana Jones franchise did a pretty good job of carrying on without repeating itself, which is also a danger in sequels.
Another sequel, which was, I think the sequel was a good film if it wasn't a sequel, because the first one was just so good and also groundbreaking, I think, at the time, was the sequel to The Shining. I mean, The Shining is on the list I have here. It's an amazing horror film. A few years ago with Ewan McGregor, I think it was called Dr. Sleep. It's basically the boy from The Shining as an adult. And it was an okay film. But
it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay.
The Shining, you know.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Shining?
It's true. No, I've never seen it. Never seen The Shining.
I mean, the thing is that we're also talking about a huge decade. I mean, for some reason, considering the means and the incredible directors and the incredible techniques we have now, the 80s films were just the good films were just incredibly good. So they're hard to beat. So making a sequel or making remakes is hard. It's out of the question. We should be talking about the actual films themselves. There's so many.
You know why I think back then each movie was its own thing and absolutely huge was, I feel like back then it was, you had one shot, if you know what I mean. Each project was kind of like their children, like they had so much love towards each project and there was so much effort put into it, whereas now there's so many movies coming out, there's so many productions happening at the same time, there's so much money actually to be able to do these productions that honestly sometimes, like, if it's not big, then well, it's fine.